Pisces, welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I'm Ronique. I hope you all are doing well. Today we're going to talk about the total full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus that occurs on November 8th, 2022 at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The moon is sitting at 16 degrees of Taurus. The sun is sitting across the sky in Scorpio at that same 16 degrees, and this is a blood moon. So Pisces, thank you so much for joining me. This is a pivotal time in our world. We of course are in between eclipses here. Obviously this video is for that full moon lunar eclipse on the 8th, but we did go through that October 25th Scorpio partial eclipse that was a new moon in Scorpio. So now we are at the full moon in Taurus. So this is a interesting time as well, Pisces, because we have Uranus sitting also in Taurus at that same 16 degrees. So lots and lots of themes around your money, your self-worth, how it is that you see yourself, but your physical possessions. This could be your house, your paycheck, the things that you hold dear to you. This could be land, it could be inheritance. So those type of themes could come up during this time, especially around your job, your work, your colleagues. If you really still enjoy what you do for money, those themes could come up at this time. So Pisces, what we're going to do is we're actually going to pull an oracle card first. These are wealth code oracle cards that all symbolize different planets, but how you see yourself and how you connect with wealth. Wealth could be a physical, like actual money and currency, but wealth can also be how you perceive your world, how you feel about how you take on daily activities, etc. So Pisces, let's pull one for you. And Pisces, if you haven't already liked, subscribed, commented on Scorpio Soul Time, given me a thumbs up, it really helps my channel grow. I would love if you would do that, okay? All right, Pisces, so what did you all get? You got the Muse of Venus. At this time, Venus is in Scorpio, as well as Mercury, the Sun, and the South Node, Pisces. So just keep that in mind. You all being a water sign too, just remember this is a lot of Venusian energy going on. You all actually got the Muse. It says, I inspire and I am inspired. Intuitive, inspired, idealistic, creative, passionate, emotional, sensitive, and divinely connected. So I love this. I love this, Pisces, because I feel like out of all the water signs, Pisces, you all are the one that has the most passion when it comes to inspiration, especially because you all are led by Neptune. So you all have that connection with more of the ethereal world, you know, like more of the creative spark, if you will. And so I feel like this Venusian energy, the Muse, is really going to be talking to you during this eclipse. Remember, the eclipse energy is 6, 12, 18 months worth of energy. So just because something comes up now doesn't mean that that's what it's going to be for, you know, 12 months from now. Just know that it could take 12 months or it could take a few months for, you know, some of these cycles to really transpire. But I feel like if you're thinking about another career, if you are wondering if what you do for a daily paycheck is really something that you are still interested in, possibly this Muse with Venus can give you some more insight into maybe another career, maybe a side hustle that you could start, okay? All right, Pisces, let's get right into it. For your past, you do have the Magician in the reverse position. In the present, you have the Ace of Wands. So beautiful energy so far, Pisces. And in the future, you have the Ace of Cups. So really pretty energy there. Love how you got all, you got a major arcana and then 2 aces. So really nice energy there. And then let's take a look. Let's pull some clarifier cards for you, Pisces, for the Magician, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So Pisces, if you're even thinking about changing jobs, changing roles, maybe start putting your resume out there, I really think this might be a good time to look into that with already such nice energy going on. All right, energy and spirit guides. Let's see what clarifiers we have for Pisces. So for the Magician, you do have the High Priestess, really magical energy from the Magician, the 1, to the High Priestess, the 2. So you definitely have already been getting some inklings of what it is you want to do next. Possibly some intuitive insights have come in from the past. For the present, to clarify the Ace of Wands, you do have the Knight of Swords. Be careful of moving into something too hastily and not thinking things through. And then for the future, the Ace of Cups, you have the Judgment card. So really coming into a karmic ending, possibly. This makes a lot of sense, especially with these eclipses. Something may be eclipsed out that you are moving on to something else. And then I heard turn over the bottom of the deck, and you have the Tower card. So really, but you also have the Sun. So that's really nice. I'm actually going to pull out both of those because I feel like this is kind of like that perfect storm situation where it's like things were going well, but then all of the cards that are like the clarifier cards are like these potent like beams of like, okay, but wait a minute, pay attention. So Pisces, be aware that at this eclipse and throughout the next 6 months, you may be getting some really out of the blue jolting information that strikes with that Tower card. This may have already happened with that Scorpio eclipse back in October. If it hasn't already, just expect that there are going to be some interesting information that possibly jolts you out of your status quo. But with the Sun card in reverse, it's like there is a silver lining. So this could be a downsizing at a job, but maybe you land somewhere even better, or possibly you hear of your resume that you sent in got lost, but then they reach out to you and finally find it, a few weeks later, and you're hired on the spot, something like that. There's definitely is like this yin and yang of like, it seems negative on the surface, something had to disrupt what you were doing, but there is a silver lining. So that's kind of like that overarching theme of our entire spread. But in the past, like I was saying, Pisces, it does feel like you were on the right track, like with that Magician and the High Priestess. Even though the Magician is in reverse, I'm sensing that you've been kind of on this quest to find something different. With that Muse, I'm wondering, is there a passion that you've always wanted to do, but maybe didn't have the resources, or you didn't have all the information on how to get into a dance school or how to start teaching the violin? There's something very kind of like Venusian about this energy of you trying to maybe break into something that you weren't able to in the past. I do feel like, though, Pisces, that you've been, it's almost like there's this sense of you trying to get things started, but you're trying to do it so quickly that it's not panning out the way that you want it to. And I just keep hearing, be patient, be patient. And this Knight of Swords is saying, like, you don't have to rush into it. You don't have to know all the answers right now. And if that's like the biggest theme that I keep hearing across all the signs at this time, is like, you are going to have disruption. You are going to have things come out of the blue, but like, just let it play out. Like, this Knight of Swords is signifying that you're trying to like make things happen maybe sooner than later. And this Ace of Wands is like, no, we got this. Like, the universe is telling you, no, we got your back. You just need to be patient. Like, whatever you were kind of hoping would happen here in the past, it's kind of still working its way through the system. And I feel like this in the future with this Ace of Cups and Judgment card, you're like getting to the end. Like you're coming to this point where you're getting emotionally fulfilled. You're going to reach that point that whatever this Muse Venus card was of that side hustle or that new thing that you wanted to start, I feel like it's going to be very successful, but it's just going to take some ups and downs and some bumps and bruises to like make it feel like you've arrived, if you will. So I would say, Pisces, at this time, do take a look at those eclipse videos in the playlists on Scorpio Soul Time for the past 6 months, past 12 months of this Scorpio Taurus axis eclipse cycle, but also take a look at your November month ahead for your sun, moon, and rising, because I feel like this Tower and Sun are really like playing out a much bigger cycle than just this eclipse. Okay. All right, Pisces, I think this is going to be a positive time, but you know, you're just going to have to be a little more fluid and be ready for some out of the blue stuff. All right, Pisces, I hope you all have a great total full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, and I'll talk to you later.